Hi, welcome to the stretch sessions. Today I have a 15-minute hip focused flow for you. So we're going to get nice and cozy, nice and comfy. I'd love you to take a seat on your mat. We're actually going to start lying down today. So when you're ready, you can go ahead and lie down on your back. I'm going to be doing the flow with you today and talking you through it. So, to begin with, please bend your knees, soles of the feet planted down towards the floor. From here, I want you to let the knees come out to the side. Soles of the feet are now pressed in towards each other. This pose is called sleeping butterfly. You can place your hands down next to you. Maybe they'll feel good up over your head, or just rest them lightly on your body. I'll let you choose. So we're going to take a few moments at the beginning of our practice to settle in whilst we let gravity do all the work on that groin area. The knees will slowly make their way down further towards the floor. If this gets too much for you at any point, please don't worry and just come out of it. So for now, I'd like to invite you to close your eyes and we're going to take a few deep breaths. Inhaling through the nose, if that's possible for you today. When you reach the top of your inhalation, you can begin to exhale through the nose, pushing out those exhales as long as possible. Keep going, inhale. Exhaling in your own time. Taking that inhale when you need to. And one last exhale. So using your hands to help you if you need to, bringing those knees back up towards the sky. We're going to relax that right leg. We're going to bring the left leg in towards our chest, interlacing the fingers, grab hold of the knee, really squeeze that thigh in towards your abdomen. And from here, we're going to make some hip rotations. So we're going to work our leg out in one direction, making some circles. You can really use the hands here to pull the knee in towards you. And then let's go in the other direction. I'm just going to do a couple. Now let's bend this right leg, sole of the foot onto the floor. We're going to cross the left ankle over the right knee. Now this we can stop here if we want to, if this is enough for you. You can raise this right foot and place the sole of that right foot against the wall if you've got a wall available. You can, if you want to, take your hand, place that left hand through the gap and find the other hand, interlace the fingers behind the hamstring. You can now relax this right foot, or you can take it over the shin. So interlacing the fingers over that right shin. And from here, we're going to bring that right thigh towards the chest. So you should be able to feel it now. We're going kind of coming into the glutes here and the outer hip area of this left leg. So really squeezing that thigh towards the chest. Make sure your head and your shoulders are nice and relaxed on the floor. If the sole of that right foot remains on the floor, that's fine. As long as you're feeling that stretch in this outer left leg, that's all that matters. One last squeeze of the leg. And gently relax both legs down. We're going to do the same on the other side. So relax that left leg for now. Right thigh in towards the chest, interlace the fingers around the knee. Give it a really big squeeze. And we're going to start making those hip circles. Really big circles, working your way across the body, out to the side. And let's go in the other direction. And again, we're going to bend this left leg, sole of the left foot on the floor, cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Just relaxing here if that's enough for you, picking up that left leg. If you want to, again, use a wall if that feels good, or putting that right hand in that gap that you've made, finding the other hand, interlacing the fingers around the hamstring or around the shin, completely up to you. So in this side, you should be feeling it on the right outer hip, in that glute area, squeezing the left thigh in towards the chest if you've taken that option. Last few moments in the stretch, see if you can go a little bit deeper. And let go. This time, let's bring both knees into the chest, give them a really big squeeze. Maybe you want to rock from side to side. That can feel quite nice too. When you're ready, use your hands. If you need a little bit of help to work your way all the way back up to sitting. Now, from here, we're going to take the legs out to the side. I want you to sit up nice and tall. Just place the hands down in front of you, and you're just going to rest here. If this is enough for you, you should be feeling this in the inner thigh area. If you want a little bit more, you can start to walk those fingertips forward, see how far you can get until you're really feeling that stretch. Make sure that your kneecaps and your toes are pointing up towards the sky. Now you can sit and you can hold this for as long as you want to. But we are only going to do a little bit for the sake of our 15-minute session today. But you should find after a little bit you'll be able to go that extra bit deeper. You'll find some more space. You would have created a little more of a stretch here, increasing your flexibility, your mobility. Let's gently walk those hands back in towards your body. Big up these legs, and we're going to place the soles of the feet together. We're going to make a nice big diamond shape between our legs now. You can hold on to the feet, the ankles, the knees, sit up nice and tall. And when you're ready, you're going to release the chest down towards the floor. And again here, we should be getting into the outer hip and the glutes. You can really grab hold of your feet to lever your body forward, bringing that chest further down towards the floor. As always, feel free to press pause if you feel like you want a little bit longer in any of these stretches. A few more breaths here. Can you go a little bit deeper? And working your way out of it. So we're going to have a little turn around on our mat. I want you to come onto all fours, pushing the hands down into the ground and the knees. I want you to tuck the toes under, lift the knees up, push the ground away. Chest comes in towards the thighs. You're finding yourself in your downward facing dog, only for a brief moment. Before we pick up this left leg, we're going to have a giant step so that the foot ends up between the hands, and you can use your hands to help you. You might want to take a few little steps. Let's place the knee down and the front of that foot. You're finding yourself in your lunge. Have a little check. I want you to make sure that this left knee is stacking above the left ankle. So you can place the hands on the knee if that's more comfortable for you. You can place the hands down on the floor. You can grab hold of some blocks or any kind of substitute, maybe water bottles, some books, and place your hands on those as well. Whatever variation serves you best at this time. So you should be able to feel this running down the front of this right leg into the hip flexor. And you've got so many different variations of lunges you can take. Like I've said already, you can bring the hands onto the knee if you want to sit more upright. If you've got really good flexibility, maybe you want to take this left hand, bring it to the inside of the left foot. You can even come on to your forearms, maybe just one forearm, maybe both. You can also bend this right knee and grab hold of the right foot, bringing the heel in towards your bottom. That is quite advanced. Now from our lunge, let's tuck the right toes under. We're going to lift the knee. We're going to swivel on our feet and walk our hands in between our feet. So now our feet are pointing along the long edge of our mat. Toes are pointing forward. We're in our wide-legged forward fold, just like we did on the floor. Bring the crown of the head down towards the floor. Now we're going to walk the hands back over to this left leg. We're going to bend the left knee and you're going to want to swivel that right foot so the toes are now pointing up towards the sky. You can rest a block underneath this left foot. If you can plant that left foot, go ahead. You might want to place the hands on the floor in front of you, but you should be able to feel the stretch in the inner right thigh, in the glutes. Just rest wherever you are, even if you find that you need to come up here, just finding your little spot. Now from here, we're going to go the same on the other side. So I want you to begin to walk the hands. We're going to straighten both legs and then bend into that right knee, picking up the ball of that left foot up off the floor. Again, you can be on your tippy toes. You can be a little bit higher. If you can plant the heels into the floor, then go ahead and do so. Place your hands on the floor if you need to. Feeling the stretch in the inner left thigh this time. Few moments. Now we're going to turn our toes to face the backs of our mats, swiveling over. The hands are going to frame this right foot now. We're going to place the knee of the left foot down, flatten the left foot, and you're going to find yourself back in your lunge, just the other way around this time. So taking whatever variation is good for you. You may want to grab hold of your blocks. You may want to bring your hands onto your right leg, your right knee. If you want to be more upright, of course, you also have those deeper variations. Just make sure that this right knee is tracking over your right ankle. So remember, you can place your hands to the inside of your foot, coming down onto your forearms, also lifting that right leg. Sorry, the left leg. You can grab hold of the foot. Have a little play, see which variation is working best for you today. So now let's tuck the toes of that left foot, ground the hands into the floor, lift that right knee. We're going to step it all the way back into our downward facing dog again, just for a moment. Give that whole body the stretch that it's probably needing. Bring the knees all the way down onto the floor. Now from here, we're going to make the knees nice and wide. We're going to sit back and we're going to press the chest all the way down into the floor. Maybe the chin comes onto the floor. Maybe the forehead comes onto the floor. Whatever is most comfortable. You can have your hands flat on the floor, reaching out in front of you. That might bring a nice stretch into the armpits. You might prefer to bring the hands down by your side. But just relaxing. Go into one variation and you decide that you don't like it very much. It's easy enough to switch it out. But make sure you've got a nice wide stance here with your knees. You've created room for your chest to come down. You might even feel this in the groin area again. Take these last few moments. Before you gently roll all the way back up. Take a seat. We have finished our practice today. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you for another stretch session too. Thank you.